Okay, I think we're live. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all doing good. Welcome to another edition of Monday Motivation with Bukola. It's a show about inspiration, women empowerment, beauty, money, business, culture, entertainment, and advocacy. But we always focusing on motivational stuff. What can motivate you and what can motivate me in this world? And today I have a great guest for you. And guess what? I have the guest in the house. So today is going to be fun. It's a great day, and I hope that it's a great day for you. So, Monday Motivation with Bukola. Before I continue, I would like to welcome our guest to the show because she's right in the house, and she's Honorable Flor Molina. She's a member of the U.S. Advisory Council on Human Trafficking. The U.S. Advisory Council on Human Trafficking is an appointment by President Barack Obama. So, welcome to the
Thank you.
house.
Thank you very
Flo,
much for
thank you
inviting
so
me.
much for joining us this morning on Monday Motivation with Bukola and joining us right here in the room. This is really the first time that I will have the guest in the room with me. So this is a great opportunity, and I hope that we can have some conversation this morning that will help to inspire people who are out there, especially coming from, you know, the background that you came from and coming here to this, platform, this honorable position, and how that can inspire other women who are out there. But before we go there, let's talk about. I'm looking for like motivational quotes for you people this morning to see what I can share with you. And today, the quote I would like to share, actually, this was shared 2 hours ago on Twitter. So this is a Twitter quote. And I don't know who shared it, but anyhow, I'm on Google. You Google everything. So I'm on Google, and it says, use your eyes to see the needs and use your talents to meet the need. What does that mean? Use your eyes to see the needs and use your talent to meet the needs. What that means in essence is that try to find a problem in your community. Things that we see as problem, they are supposed to ginger us to provide solution. Things that we see as problem are supposed to be inspirational for us. They're supposed to make us to start thinking, what can I do with this problem? How can I solve this problem? That is what that quote means. Use your eyes to see the problem. You might think, oh, many people are doing this already, or many people are doing that already. What is it in what they are doing that is missing? Remember, in everything that is out there is always something that is missing. There is always something that is missing. And that's why we have a division of labor, they call it, right? Division of labor. So different people are doing different things, or they're taking in different parts to produce one item. For example, let's just use like a tissue paper, this small cleaners that I have in my hand. One person did not put this it took different people. It went through different hands before it even got to my own hand. So what is the problem that you see, and how can you find solution to that problem? So see the problem with your eyes, or use your eyes to see the need, and use your talent to meet the need. I love this quote. Use your eyes to see the need and use your talent to meet the need. So welcome again to Monday Motivation with Bukola here. It's an inspirational show that empowers women. It focuses on business, money, culture, entertainment, and advocacy. And today we have an advocate in the house in the name of Honorable Flor Molina. So, Honorable Flor, I was reading a little bit about you and, you know, where you are today. But right now, I just want, the viewers to know who is Honorable Molina, in terms of yourself as a person, you know, your work and family. So who is Honorable Molina? Yes, come closer so you can see you on camera. Yes, so who is Honorable Molina?
I'm a mother, an employee, an advocate. I think I'm a regular person. Regular human being.
Think she's a regular person. So that is good. We can relate with her. We can communicate with her. This is really good. She's a regular person. So how many kids do you have?
I have three.
Three boys and girls, or just boys?
All boys.
Oh my goodness.
And I have a grandchild. He's 4 years old now.
Wow. Yeah. The grandchild is a boy too?
Yes, he's a boy too.
Whoa. So how especially for a woman, how would you describe motherhood?
Motherhood. I think motherhood is challenging, especially because you have the responsibility to form a human being and put it out there to society.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's one of the most important chapters for a person to be a parent, especially single mothers. If you do good, society is going to appreciate it. But if you don't do so good, society is going to ask you what you did with this human being that it was assigned to you. To me, it's been challenging. It's also, I'm so proud to be a mother because I have three wonderful boys. I think they are good. They are good kids.
Good, can I say I'm a good mother, right? Yes, good to hear that. Every mother is proud of her kids, regardless of what any other person sees or thinks, which I think is a great virtue for women to have, children and be able to nurture those kids and help the kids to succeed. So now, I was reading about your work in sewing. You can sew, right? So what do you sew? What kind of things do you still sew, first of all?
Not now.
Not now.
Not
okay.
now.
But when you used to sew, because you're also from Mexico.
Correct.
So what was it that you used to sew?
Well, sewing brought me into human trafficking.
No, I mean before human trafficking.
Before human trafficking.
Yes.
My dream was to design dresses and to start my own project, to have my own thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So pursuing my dream, I fell into trafficking. So before human trafficking, I was studying, learning how to design dresses, and I was taking the course, which I finished. I graduated, and my dream was to start my own design company, my own business.
Wow. And
pursuing, as I said, pursuing my dream, I fall into trafficking because when I was taking the sewing classes and I studied and graduated, I had my dream, but I didn't have the money. Of course, to start every business, you need money, right?
Yes.
And I didn't have the money, so I thought I need some kind of money to start. I had written a letter to the governor in the state in Mexico, in my state, and I was surprised that the governor read my letter and answered and called me to his office, and we talked not directly with the governor, but of
Mm-hmm.
course as that person.
Yes.
And I was surprised that the governor wanted to support my idea because
Wow.
even back then I wasn't an advocate yet, but I thought about women in my village
Mm-hmm.
because majority of women, I would say 95% of women know how to design dresses, how to sew, but there are no places where to work, where to use your knowledge.
Yes.
So then I thought, if I start my business, I would employ, I would open a job opportunity for a lot of women. My village is a small village, and not a lot of job opportunities. So people migrate to the city. Let's say they come to Mexico City, to Puebla City, to the
Mm-hmm.
cities to be able to provide for their families. And I thought, a lot of these women are talented, and they know already how to sew.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them have studied, have completed the course, but they don't have a place where to use their
Wow.
knowledge. So that was my dream. I thought, if I start my business, I can provide job
Jobs
for
for
these women.
women.
Yes,
Wow. Oh my goodness. And then in that process of thinking about your dream and how to help other women, you know, you fell into the trap.
yes. Um, my sewing teacher was contacted by a trafficker who's based here in the United States, and she has been enslaving people for many years. And but we didn't know in my
Mm-hmm.
hometown, we didn't know. So this rich lady contacted my sewing teacher with this great opportunity
Mm-hmm.
for women, and they used this word. They were recruiting women who wanted to come to the United States. And I knew when I came, I knew it was in the sewing industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they contacted the sewing teacher, because being a teacher in the village, she knew a lot of women who may want to take this great opportunity to come to the United States. And when she contacted me, she said, is this great opportunity to go to the United States? I said, yes, but I don't, first of all, I don't know these people. I don't have money. I haven't ever been out of the country. And she said, I said, I have no money. She said, don't worry. Um, Everything is paid for. You don't have to put money up front.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the United States, you will have a place to work, a place to stay, and food.
Wow.
You have to work for these people, but there's nothing to worry about because and I said, but I don't know these people. She said, but I know these people. I know these people. I have worked, and my family have worked for them here.
Mm-hmm.
They have a small business place, and we have worked for them, and I know them. And I said, yeah, but um, I don't feel comfortable going myself. She said, no, don't worry, I'm going. I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
When she said, I'm going to, it made me feel a little more comfortable because
Yes.
I didn't know the other people, but I knew one
Yeah.
person, which was my
Yes.
sewing teacher.
Yes.
And of course, she's been my sewing teacher for the entire course. So I said, okay, at least I know one person.
And I don't mean to cut you short, you know.
Okay.
Um, that led to, becoming a victim of human trafficking. But then, coming to the flip side, you know, like, how do we use this to motivate other women who are out there, where despite the fact that you went through that, you went through, you know, going to a place that you didn't know anybody and wanting to take an opportunity, because for many other women out there who want to take an opportunity or have taken opportunities but found out that it wasn't what it was intended for. Instead, they were met with disappointment. So how did you turn that around, where now you are um qualifying to help pass laws in the state of California. So tell us about, your role now, you know, advocating for other women and victims of human trafficking, and how you're even working with legislatures to help pass laws to protect other victims of human trafficking.
First of all, to flip over, I think you have to recognize that you're valuable, that you have a voice. And when I was in the situation in human trafficking, my trafficker said nobody is going to believe me. And when I started speaking out, and I started going to all these meetings and seeing that a lot of people are joining forces, a lot of people want to learn about human trafficking, and going and sharing my story with them. And I saw that my story had an important role to play in preventing others from falling prey into trafficking. So then I said, no, my voice counts,
Yes.
and my life counts. I have a voice, and I am privileged to have come forward and to have all this support, because by going to these meetings and I saw a lot of good Samaritans who wanted to fight human trafficking, I said, not a lot of people have this opportunity. Not a lot of people also have the courage to come forward and say, my trafficker even when she tried to take away everything, my hope, my beliefs, and everything, deep inside or inside of me, I knew that my voice counted. And we are speaking about 16, 14 years ago, because this happened in early 2002.
Wow.
Back
Oh my
then,
goodness.
human trafficking wasn't a topic that even law enforcement knew a lot about it. So my role has been important because I started raising awareness in California, locally. And going back to the question, you said how I started speaking with legislators to pass laws. Actually, I didn't realize back then the importance of my role. Now, when I see that all what I have achieved, with help of course, of good people, I realized that I have done a lot that I never imagined. When I came to the United States, I thought I'm going to the United States for 6 months. I needed back then $5,000, 50,000 pesos. I said, I'm going for 6 months, get my money, go and start my business. I never thought that I would have the opportunity, or not even on my best dream, that I would come to, first of all, to a country that isn't mine. I would suffer something horrible like human trafficking, but also flipping around that situation and to turn into something good. And I feel proud now. And I remember who made the first impact on me was Assembly Women's Alley leader, because I was testifying, I was speaking before assembly makers in San Francisco. And I remember back then I didn't know anything about the importance of legislators and these important people who make laws or introduces laws or bills. And I remember being at this meeting and speaking in front of this beautiful lady, and everything I said, I remember she was taking notes. She was taking notes. And I'm like, first of all, I have to say, English is not my first language. And I tried to speak English in front of her, and I didn't know if I was saying the correct words, but I tried my best. And later on, seeing those notes into the bill, this is when, in a way, I kind of realized, oh my goodness. So my participation in that meeting was like a little little mouse between huge cats. I always say that because all these agents, FBI agents, lawyers, they were there, and all of them spoke English. English is not my first language. I didn't understand what they were saying. I didn't know if they were believing me or not. And later on, when I testified for in front of Assemblywoman Salilibe and seeing what I said, I seen the words, and I was going to say this. I felt that I was treated as a criminal, and I said, victims or when be treated as criminals, we are the victims, and we're supposed to get some kind of respect and have a lot of patience with us because it's not easy to come forward. Because when you are just come out from the situation, you don't trust anybody. Going to happen to you. Now I know. Now I trust law enforcement. And now, after I have testified and changed laws, of course, I trust them. But back then, no.
Oh, wow, what an inspiring story and the steps you've been taking. So, because we have only a few minutes here, we have 6 minutes more to go. So, for someone who is out there, and women especially, because this show is focused on women empowerment, especially, and to motivate women. So, what would you say to a woman who have gone through a really bad experience? What would you say to that woman to help that woman motivated or to help her bounce back?
First of all, as a woman, never lose your voice, never lose your value. And I remember, I think we all have heard this comparison of, let's say, $100 bills. You throw it, it gets dirt, it gets all shrink, and when you pick it up, you extend it, it's still a $100 bill. It doesn't lose its value. So the same with human being, and never lose the value it deep in you. Know that you matter as a human being. Know that you have a voice. Know that you have a place in this world. That's why we are here. And know that your life matters to somebody, and it's important. And your role matters. It doesn't matter that it's small what you are doing. Continue doing. Because it's how big things are achieved. It is hard because I'm a woman. I'm a woman, and especially for us coming from a different country, different culture, our value does feel like second class or something, but never accept that. I think it's something in me that I said no. I am valued. I am a valuable person as a mother, as a human being, as a worker, as a friend, as a just to be a human being. I am valuable.
Yes. Oh, and I don't know too. Can you tell us a little bit about your role as the advisory council, please?
Wow. My role as a youth well, our role I think is important, as I said. When my case happened in early 2002, law enforcement and around the country, there was not a lot of knowledge about human trafficking, and I think we have come a long way. I always say this, because now, even at the White House, now we have the TIP office, Trafficking in Persons office. What is the word I want to use? They are specifically working to combat human trafficking, and nominated the 11 members around the country to advise the the president and the task force to combat human trafficking. And our role it is important because we know firsthand what are the needs, what are the gaps, what are the issues, because we have been there. And that's why we are experts. We are experts because we have been there. And that's totally different from learning just from the books or behind the desk. We know because we've been there. We know what it's like. So that's why it's important our role.
Wow.
And working in the report, I think we are going to make an important impact. And we are making history.
Wow.
We are. You and the other members. We are.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. And again, if you are U.S. Advisory Council on Human Trafficking. The council was appointed in December 2015 by President Barack Obama, and we're lucky to have Honorable Molina in the house talking to us about inspiration using our own life experiences. And I really like what you talk about, seeing yourself as an individual that has value. And I like how you use the dollar analogy. Yes, I've heard that analogy before too about, the dollar bill. $100 is $100.
Yeah.
No matter how dirty, even if it's torn. And I remember I've taken a torn, actually half bill to the bank before, and they took it from me.
Yes.
And gave me a full bill. So meaning that even the fact that you have one piece of it, even if part of it is cut off, and you have one part, because sometimes issues happen to us as human beings, we feel that some part of us is dead.
Yes.
Regardless, think of that value, as Honorable Molina has told us this morning. You have value to offer. Think about that value, and that value is inside of you, regardless of whether you've been beaten, you've been battered. No matter what has happened to you, just remember that you have value. And that's what I'm going to leave you. You have value. And keep telling yourself, I have value. And I'm saying, thank you, Honorable Molina. I have value. I have value. And say that to yourself. And don't think because you've gone through a tragedy or a bad experience that everything is gone and you are worthless. No, because you have value. So much, Honorable Molina. I hope that we can have you again on the show sometime. Thank you so very much, and God bless you.
For the opportunity to be here, and I hope to inspire others.
Thanks. Thanks. So until next time, this is Monday Motivation with Bukola. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye. Oh, we have one person here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, and bye-bye. Have a nice day.